How about the socialization process? Because I can imagine that that stage also teaches things like competition.
There's actually time for socialization now. Now that we're done in 2 hours, we can actually go to the grocery together, to the post office, we even interviewed a priest. They do learn social skills, how to relate to people. They don't get the negative social aspects like peer pressure. They don't have that. They don't know it. So they actually could relate to everybody. And cousins, you have neighbors, you have mama's friends and papa's friends. When we talk about competition, I teach them to compete with their own record. And then they get self-esteem and self-worth. Then they have spelling bees and quiz bees, science quiz bees. Not to mention, we have a network.
Okay.
So you have, very important,
Okay.
you have to network. So parang play group.
Yes.
Or we had a futsal one time with them, and even their communion, we couldn't do it on our own, so we had to hook up with the Catholic homeschoolers group, and that's where they meet other homeschoolers.
Now, what happens, like for instance, 2 years, 3 years from now, for whatever reason, they are or they will be going into a traditional school? How would this transition take place?
I have not gone that far, but I know my friends take this Philippine validating test in the DEX, so you know what your grade level is, and you're accredited by DEX, no? And then from transferring to grade school, there's no problem. All you have to do is show the portfolio and the report card, which we have.
Yes.
From high school to college, that's where you have a problem. You have to have a diploma. You have to have a transcript. If you are hooked up in a homeschool center, you have those.
And you do know of parents or homeschooling
who has gone
setups
to college,
or who have actually done it.
Gone to college, excelling in college.
Okay. To me, so far, all I can see now are the positive things.
Yeah.
But where do you think the difficulty would lie if someone would start getting into it?
If you are just so overwhelmed, because there's a wealth of materials, they're not like colored, look at all these things, and if you want to give so much to your children, you're order, so you'll go way over your budget. So if you are not focused in your goal for your children, you kind of will go overboard there.
And in terms of
expense, in terms of putting just too much.
Excuse me, in terms of expense, how expensive can this get? Is this more expensive? Is homeschooling more expensive than the traditional school?
No. But
it's a lot cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper. It's like almost 1/3 or 1/2.
Okay.
If it's locally pa,
maybe
1/7. Just for religion, I bought 3 curriculums because I want it all encompassing, comprehensive. So I could go overboard, but I have to just, I just have to be focused, know what I really want, and not get overwhelmed with the materials.
If there are people out there who would be interested in homeschooling, the first thing you have to do is ask the Department of Education.
Right.
Diba? Sa tatanong nyo, how is it available? It can be a local homeschooling course, or it could be an imported or an international, like what Lisa is using with her children, no? So Lisa, can you tell the parents out there, the mothers and the fathers out there, I don't know, maybe invite them, motivate them to start homeschooling also with their family.
Okay, for the parents out there who are seriously thinking about homeschooling, all I can say is just focus, stand firm on your faith, and have lots of fun with your family. And you'll be there.
Hi, bye. You're watching Open House with Gerry Cornejo on RJTV 29. We are airing nationwide. We'll be back right after the short commercial break.